Well, learning to cook like a chef is not just about the recipes and the ingredients, believe it or not. It's also about the kitchen. Take a look.
Yes, I'm wearing a fancy chef's apron, but I am in a residential kitchen today. The goal is to have you thinking a little more the way a chef thinks when he or her is in their commercial kitchen. What that means is it's going to bring you efficiency. It's going to, I think, allow you to cook more creatively, and it's going to save you time and money. First up, I want you to start thinking about your kitchen tools the same way a surgeon would about his or her operating theater. You only want one of each. You do not want to be putting your hand in there and cutting yourself and spiking yourself and having to find that utensil. Get rid of everything you don't use, give it to somebody that will use it, lay down a white cloth, reach in, you know exactly what you're looking for. Another thing that every chef does in their restaurant is when they get the dry goods delivered is they unpack them. There's two reasons why I want you to think about that. One, going to the market and creating a shopping list is super easy because you can immediately determine how much stock you have left. Second, it eliminates that kind of hideous disaster that we're all guilty of having 2 or 3 open bags of flour and rice. This way you know that what you're using is always the freshest you have in the house. And finally, your refrigerator can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. 3 things I want you to think about here. I like to sectionalize little areas for me so at a glance I know exactly what I've got. I got my dairy here, I got my leftovers here, I've got my meat and I've got my produce. Second, this is what every chef does. I want you to look in your fridge and take note of what you have. And when you go shopping today, you want to incorporate those ingredients. I've got some wilting herbs here, I've got some broccoli. I know I want to use them in tonight's meal. I want to minimize my wastage. Third, condiments do not last forever. They have a shelf life, but I really don't want you to even think about that use by date. Every 6 months, whatever's old, whatever's new, just get rid of it. Costs $3, pick it up, you know you're using stuff that's fresh.